Hey, I'm Chris.
I'm Lee, and we are middle-aged.
Not dead.
Yeah, see, that worked. We're getting good at this.
Today we've been...
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. We're not that good at this.
Yeah, we need to share.
Yeah. Earlier in the week, Thursday actually, we were invited to go to the press evening as VIPs. Wow. And somebody called us influencers. I've had a hard time influencing my kids.
I think that was a question. Are we influencers?
Yeah, more rhetorical.
And I think the answer was not yet.
And we're still trying to work out what that is. But anyway, so on Thursday last week, we were really fortunate to be invited to this event. It was the Princess Diana Photographic Exhibition, which is being held at the Dockside Vaults. And we will get full dates for you, right, and we'll put them on the end down in the comments or down in the listings after this. But it was pretty cool. I mean, what did you think in general?
Yeah, I mean, it was really nice. I mean, they had the photos laid out like life size, I suppose, and you had the audio that went along with it, which was really interesting because it was the photographer's point of view in regards to when he was shooting the photos and maybe the backstory of what was going on while they were preparing that shoot. So it was really, really interesting. It was mainly told by his sons, but he had a bit of commentary in there as well, I think. But yeah, it was really interesting. I mean, it was nice. Some of the photos were ones I probably never had seen before. But yeah, beautiful photos, and yeah, it was a really, really nice experience. And yeah, I would certainly recommend. Certainly people who really admired Princess Diana and everything that she stood for.
Yeah, the whole exhibition is held at the Dockside Vaults. So basically you sort of go in and go underground, and it's a fairly new exhibition space, as I understand. You can hold up to 450 people. It was a really great tribute to not just her, but to the photographer and his work. But, it was sad. I mean, I remember exactly, where I was when, her car crashed and everything, and I think I basically cried for a week. And that's the God's honest truth. I was living in America at the time, and I just felt like I'd lost a part of me somewhere in the country and everything. It wasn't sadly just the woman, but it was everything she stood for and how she'd brought the country together. So to go to this, I felt that it really was a lovely tribute to who she was and how she lived her life. I will say, I would absolutely encourage you to go, and I will say, if you go, make sure that you get the audio guide and use it. There's so much information that was packed into that, and what I felt really endearing, I don't know about you, but it was most of the audio was done by either one or both of the photographer's sons, as you had said. But what was nice about that is they weren't polished. It wasn't like you felt like you were in a museum and something was being curated for you. It was like you were having a...
It was from the heart. I mean, they were... And some of they were actually, one of the sons, I believe, was in one of the photos. So they were present probably for some of these shoots. But yeah, definitely from the heart. And it was a good tribute. It was a nice tribute to Princess Diana. There were some photos in there of the other royals, so like Prince William and Kate and Prince Harry and Meghan. So obviously this photographer has been, shooting the royal family for years and years. So it was nice to see a few photos of them as well. But yeah, definitely worth a look. I believe it's in London. I'm not 100% sure about the dates, but I think we will add those dates in. But through the summer, definitely, I think through September. So definitely worth, if you're a Princess Diana fan, I would say definitely worth it.
What was also lovely was the photographer was there. So that was really nice. I got to meet him very briefly. I really went out of my way to just go over and shake his hands and thank him, but really to thank him for bringing all of this, forward, and allowing for this, exhibition to sort of tour the world. And like Chris said, to see photographs you haven't seen before. Some of the photographs that we saw, they were very, very recognizable and iconic. And the other thing, again, sorry, welcome to married life after 35 years. I'm repeating what my wife said, but many of I think the big, not the draw, but one of the great things about it was some of these photographs were literally life-size, and others you got like a collage of a particular event that was going on, and they were also, very cool as well. It was also quite relaxed under there, and it was a fun environment.
I would imagine, I mean, this was, like Lee mentioned, it was a VIP, so it was like, it hasn't actually opened, it didn't open to the public at that point. So it was a little bit different in that, you had probably family of the influencers and who are...
Princess Diana's butler was there.
Yeah, Paul Burrell. So you have, it might be a little bit different when you have just, it's open to the public. So, I would imagine it could be a little bit more crowded in regards to where everybody's actually there to just kind of move through the photos and view the photos, as opposed to, kind of talking, meeting and greeting and, socializing and, but yeah, but it was a great evening and cool venue, definitely very artsy. So yeah.
I have to also say a really huge congratulations to Dominic Wong. Dominic and I have known each other for over 10 years now. We both worked together at Warner Brothers. He was the director of marketing there, and he was part of the opening team. In fact, he was the very first employee at the Warner Brothers studio tour. And so he's what he is a professional, a consultant within the arts and entertainment industry, especially venues like this. And he has taken all of that experience and taken sort of ownership for this particular exhibition, which I will point you in the direction of the website. It tells you so much more there. But the exhibition itself has been going for quite a while. And I believe it's been in America already, in Australia, and then Dominic had the opportunity to bring it over to here and take ownership of it, along with a few other people. But he's really put together a really wonderful event. And I think in closing, because we could kill this thing to death, I think I was just really looking back now, I was really impressed with how comfortable I felt there, in the sense that it wasn't a museum. You're not going to a museum event. You're going to this really cool event. You're seeing these iconic photographs, and you can take your time, and you've got the audio guide. You can sit down and look at the photographs and take all of that in and realize the history that went into all of that.
And there is a gift shop towards the end of the exhibition. There's a small gift shop, and some of the photos are actually have been made into posters. So, there might be a favorite photo of yours, and again, if you are a huge Princess Diana fan, there might be some things there that you get to take home. So that might be something, but yeah, which was kind of cool as well.
As you say, what would any attraction be without the shop at the end?
Yeah,
and if you haven't been there before to that particular area, a lot of restaurants, a lot of cafes around the dockside and everything there. So you can really make a nice. I think we got there. We must have been nearly 2 hours early. Just because I didn't want to, I didn't want to be rushed. I wanted to take it all in, and I'm glad we did, because we strolled around the docks, we went down to the Thames, we looked at all of the boats there and saw how the other half lived. Well, that probably isn't the other half. It's probably a really small percent of the 1%. But yeah, it is a lovely venue. The whole thing is a lovely area. Like I said, plenty of restaurants. Plenty. You can really make a good few hours out of that and have a really great time. Anyway, we will see you next time.
All right. See you next week. Thanks, guys.